Oh my god, I'm so tired of dealing with this. But yeah, it's August 31st, 2024. You know what it is? I think they did witchcraft, like to try to figure out like who was the people that were actually destined to be in Hollywood. I think that's what it is. So because of that, like I guess if they figured out that I'm supposed to be there, right? I think that was the issue. So because of that, it's like that's why they targeted me, right? They wanted to know who was destined to be a star, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm my own star. I have my story to tell, right? But my thing with okay, when it comes to Christianity, God, he gives us our chance to like, we have to clean up our own issues, we got to heal ourselves, things like that, right? You know what I mean? There's a whole process dealing with that, right? But it's like I'm trying to claim my own divinity and claim my own Christian path, my own just general pathway in life, and my own protection, my own freedom, right? And then it deals with like my ability to like push away things that aren't good for me, people who aren't good for me. It's my ability to claim my own independence, right? Like I'm put it this way, there's some people in life like they crave to be a part of certain cliques and groups and everything like that, but I've come to that realization because I'm just too unique of a person and my gifts are too unique. I'm not common, like I'm not the common average everyday Joe, right? So that's the reason why like I obey the most high when he tells me, you need to be independent, you get supports where you need supports, but you try your best to be as independent as much as possible, because it's just like a waste of time trying to explain to people why I'm gifted a certain way. You know what I mean? I'm a black sheep. That's what it is. Justin, you had no right to be attacking me because of the way how like is my DNA structure is different than them. You know what I mean? You don't attack someone for that. Please. Yeah, like I can claim my own star. I can claim my own message. You know what I mean? Everyone, there's not one person on this planet that isn't exempt from having a problem in their life, right? You know what I mean? But with issues, it comes. That's where I don't even want to talk about. But with issues, that's what comes knowledge, right? You know what I mean? Justin, he's reached that level. He never come to those like. He never come to that type of revelations or whatever. You know what I mean? He never come to that point in life. Like he's not mature enough to really understand like the concept of like what life is all about and stuff. Cause I like a real mature person who actually values life and values themselves and loves themselves. They don't go out of the way trying to like really harm or instill harm on somebody else's life, especially vulnerable women and children. You know what I mean? And like I don't respect people who do those things because like um like if you would ever travel to Canada, like Canada is more about like they put more emphasis on properly rearing children, right? So education takes priority. Education, your health, is more like family based type of situation. Well, that was the past, right? You know what I mean? So it's all about developing self, right? It's about developing your families and stuff like that, right? Right? It's all about the come up, right? So it's like once you're engaged in your own life, like we don't there's no reason to be around like certain individuals. I think this is my point to make, like I'm so enmeshed in my own life's details that I don't need to like be around people like Justin. You get it? You know what I mean? Like I value there's more important things to deal with in my own personal life than to be dealing with like people like Justin who just want to stalk me for because they don't know life. Like to me that's just like a waste of time. You know what I mean? So yeah, like that's why he shouldn't be comparing himself to me because it deals with maturity levels and what we value in life. Like I'm a mother. I have children. I let my children play. I let them. be themselves and develop their own minds and da 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 da, right? I let them do all the things that they want to do, right? But then there's a time when even the child, like, if you have, like, a good breed of child, the child will even come to terms with, like, I don't like that, or that's bad, or that's good, I don't like that, I don't want to be around that. The child would communicate it. If the child was raised in a proper environment, the child would know what to shun away from them, what to push away from them. You know what I mean? Even sometimes you'd be like, oh my God, that kid's so cool, da 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 da. But it's like, well, like, he's cool and everything, you know what I mean? Like, that's cool, but, usually, like, your parents would give you, like, limitations on how much time you can spend on those so-called cool kids, right? Oh yeah, son, just, you can hang around with them for like 20, 30 minutes, but after, come inside, because I don't want you to pick up their habits, you know what I mean? Realistically, I don't want you to be like that child. Like, I want you to be above that kid, because if that kid continues on, wait till they reach their adult years. You used to have that saying, don't hang around with that girl. Look what she's doing. Watch, she's gonna get pregnant by the time she's 15 and blah, 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 blah. That's what it was. Look at that bad kid out there. No, 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 don't follow him. Yeah, he's cool and all, but don't follow him, because if you watch, when he gets older, he's gonna end up on drugs. He's gonna end up da 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 incarcerated, da 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 da, and that's just what it is. Everybody knows, right? So yeah, I put my limitations in terms of, like, the type of people that I choose to spend my time around, right? It all depends on what you value, right? But it also depends on, like, who actually God wants you to actually be connected with, right? And this is my plea. I'm letting people, let it be known that I don't, it's like two different personalities, like, clashing with each other, you know? And it's all based off, like, is someone literally, like, projecting to themselves that they're just diehard racist and they had to find somebody to be racist against. But I'm here to communicate to you, Justin Bieber, that I'm not the one. I'm not the person that you can project your racism on. You know what I mean? Not spiritually, not, no, not in this reality. Don't come for me, because this is what about you. This is the situation about you. This is how you feel about society. This is how you feel about community. You know what I mean? How is someone like that in such a diverse, when it comes to the music industry, like, the music is diverse, right? Like, how are you in that type of environment and then you're just getting so angry about, like, a black person? It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? That's why, like, at this point, it's like, you've already proved this point. Okay, you hate me, you proved that point, but that's still, when it comes to the laws and when it comes to God laws, that's still a violation. And yeah, like, God has to deal with that, Justin. The way how you just constantly want to project how much you hate a black Jew. You know what I mean? But you know what makes it even worse is the fact that you don't really come off like a Jew, right? So how are you trying to claim that type of hatred towards a certain, like, pretty much black Judaism, when you don't even follow, you don't follow the rules of being a Jew? You know what I mean? You can't really, like, if you actually read the Torah, like, read the details about the Torah, you can't really be a racist against a black Jew. Respect is due, you know? It's like facts versus opinion, right? You know what I mean? And Justin, like, you're over there with all those grown ass adults and stuff. You should have known better. You know what I mean? You should have known better. That's just what it is, and I don't accept it. It's my duty to acknowledge that. Okay, there's people like you that are my enemy. Who, boohoo, who cares? You know what I mean? And that's it. Just go away. Like, don't you? The problem is that you put too much focus into one person, Justin. You put way too much focus into the details of my life. Isn't that like necromancy? You know what I mean? I don't believe in those things. It's actually I have legal rights to push you away from me. And I have legal rights to claim my own independence away from racists. I'm sorry, this is what it is. And all that identity theft and stuff. No, I didn't authorize anything for you to be talking about my life like that on the internet. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm too mature. But I have to get these messages out because I want people to have full understanding. That's the whole. That is the purpose of me posting these things on witchcraft. Put it this way, like, let's put it, if someone were to walk in my shoes, how would you feel knowing a celebrity was stalking you? How was a general person out of society, how would you feel if that celebrity was stalking you and like stealing your information and then using your information to build like millions and millions and millions of dollars? How would you feel about that? Wouldn't you feel like betrayed? Wouldn't you feel like you feel like, someone's like stealing from your life, right? You would feel like, it's like, oh my god, now you realize like, oh my god, it's like a bit of confusion, right? I just want people to understand like my actual experience dealing with this. And the thing is, it's like you can tell with Justin, like he wants it to be like a long term solution of stalking my life. That's not true. That's not, you cannot, I have the Bible right here. You cannot open up the Bible and then be claiming stalking a black Jew. That didn't exist, Justin. You know what I mean? If you respected God, you would respect the fact that black Jews exist. If you respected God, but we all know that you don't, right? And you would respect my existence if you respected God, because my presence is about God, Justin, right? God created me to be a black Jew, and I've accepted that. I accepted um, my own purpose on this planet, and if you can't accept that, then it just can't be a situation that you can't talk about people like me, Justin. Right? You like to abuse communications when it comes to dealing with black Jews like me, right? We can all agree to that, right? But my whole point is that, like I said in other messages, the era, we're talking about like from 1980s to the 1990s. 1990s up until 2010 or 2014. 2014 up until 2024 now. The era dealing with certain kinds of sociopathy that ended, right? It was only certain DNA when it came to North America when we dealt with the industrial, right? But then there was the industrial, and then it had to do with our biblical stance and who we are in spirit, right? So because North America is more developed than how you think, Justin, right? This is the situation right now, okay? So it's about people like me in terms of God dealing with governance, acknowledging who we are, right? Excuse me. Who we are as a people, right? And God taking up our God argument back in the day. God took us up. You weren't a part of it because you don't have our DNA, right? You should have been counseled in regards to seeking out your own salvation in terms of your own DNA, but you chose not to. Your mother and your father and you yourself, because you're not a kid anymore, you're a grown adult. Justin is 30 years old. You should have taken out Jewish counsel. How are you sitting over there in West Hollywood and you never sought Jewish counsel into figuring out your own DNA, Justin? This is why I can't take you seriously. And God himself, God up in heaven himself, he can't take people like you seriously. You dedicated your whole music career into stalking me. That is sick. He's a sicko. And if you're not sourced, then just that's your problem. But you're not gonna stalk someone like that. I'm not obligated to serve. Listen to me. I went through a lot of problems in my life. You know what I mean? It's because of my uniqueness, right? I'm very rare. I'm a rare gem, right? So because of that, you know, God even put limitations on me in terms of who I should be serving. It's to eliminate these factors such as Justin Bieber, because God doesn't want that type of energy existing out even in the community. He doesn't want people projecting themselves that way because they hate too much. You know what I mean? The more hate you spew, it's like that could have been time being used to, like, on something else, right? Right? That's why they have forms like sign on paper that you hate this girl, you know, make sure it's notarized, Justin, that you hate me, and then just move on with your life. So I can go and focus on what I need to do for myself, and you can go focus on something else, right? I think that's fair, right, Justin? I'm too grown. Like, this is a situation. I'm too grown for this. And I don't think like Justin. I don't think like that. You know what I mean? And now you can see it, like he's trying to attack the next generation with this mess. Like, no. You can't just assume yourself to somebody else's kid generationally, Justin. It's not true. I'm here to make sure that my own children have clearance generationally not to be attacked from people like you, Justin. You're not going to attack me or attack my kids in the next generation based off of this unhealed issue. They want to stalk black Jews, huh? Till the end of time. It's not going to happen. Christ. Eh? I could be honestly like, because Justin refuses to stop stalking me. Like, look at the messages I have to put out. You understand me? Look at the messages that I have to get across to you. It's people like you. They don't want to hear it, right? They don't want to hear. Yeah. Oh, my sector, my Jewish sector told me I'm supposed to sacrifice you. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. You carried my name to these people. I don't know these people. I don't know them. I don't know his music group with Scooter Braun. I don't know you. I don't know your business. You understand me? Why'd you carry my name to people like Scooter and stuff like that, Justin? Why did you do that? You shouldn't have did that. Don't carry my name to no stranger. I deal with truth. I don't deal with bullshit. All because California is only fit for the scope of a certain breed, and it's a certain breed like me. I don't need you trying to stalk me because you don't really necessarily fit the scope of California, Justin. That's the truth. You know what? Like, there's tons of musicians, they come in and out of California, they play their role, and then they leave. Stop trying to hang on to people like me because you want to stay in California, Justin. It's not gonna work. He proven his point when it comes to music. You proven your point already. Now you're just a liar. The information you're posting online is just complete lies. Because he want to keep up with the glamour here in California, right? So you need to sacrifice a high vibrational a person, so that because you wanted to stay here. That's not going to work. I'm the body that fits the scope of California, and that's something that you need to accept, that you don't necessarily fit. I fit, Justin. I'm the true origins. I'm the true Jewish body. Don't come for me. Like, it's, you look at the truth to the body. You look at the truth to my own blood. I fit the scope in terms of blood here, Justin. You don't. I have California blood. You don't. Anyway, um it's um it's Labor Day weekend, so I'm gonna go and enjoy my day, because it's really nice outside today, and I'm gonna go and just soak in some sun and just enjoy my day. because you know, it's like I do my work, but then I make sure I take care of my health, and I make sure I go do something to, you know what I mean? I make sure I stay positive, right? My whole point is getting rid of this negativity, right, Justin? But I can remain positive because I'm more mature than you. You're not mature. You're a kid. You act like a kid and you think like a kid. He can't handle mature things, you know? And he can't handle wisdom. He can't. Stalking is not wisdom. That's from the devil. Anyway, I'm gonna go make myself a nice coffee and drink some water. And I wish I had some money because I want to buy some fruits, but like I'm broke right now. So I don't have money for fruits. But it's okay. God will provide it some way or another, right? You know when you buy those like fruit cups and then, anyway. Yeah, so that's my message for today. Yeah, I have to. It's just people they deal with these issues in the all the time in their life. It's my duty to get rid of this person. Justin, get out of my life. I don't owe you nothing. No, we are the working class, Justin. You know what I mean? I can't support the lazy types like you. You're the lazy type. They're the lazy type that want to sit around and stalk people and hack their phones and steal, right? While we're actually accomplishing things for the greater goal, right? I don't need your type around me. I don't. I really don't. And when it comes to me and my career, and when it comes to me being able to make money and share my gifts to the world, you need to back off entirely. Don't take my name to no practitioner trying to block me out of my own inheritance. Don't you dare. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye.